All right, you guys. So I'm out here in a freaking mountain, right? And there's a helicopter, as you can see right there. All right, so there's a helicopter. And what I've been hearing lately, since like I try to get away from these fucking cowards, right? Is they have a truck parked right there where the square is. It's a big truck that makes really heavy noise. And whenever I try to get too far away from them, they'll park it right along there. So I just had this this plane just passed by right now. See, because what they do is they do reconnaissance beforehand. They'll send a plane so that it can lock onto you, and so that these Starlink satellites will be right over you. Interesting. I can literally see a star moving right now. That's crazy. Oh, shoot. This is a trip, bro. I can't believe that's actually accurate. I could see it moving. That's crazy. I can't see anything from here. Can't show you guys, but it looks like that one's moving as well, but it's the clouds are passing by, and there's also another plane right there. So it doesn't matter where I go. I mean, the planes are gonna come. It doesn't trust and believe. As a targeted individual, in my case, an empowered individual, these cowards, they will come no matter what. And it looks like it's far away from me, but it's literally, I can see it within range. I mean, you guys just seen it on my camera. So that's that plane. Then they have another one that's about to directly come to me right now, most likely. Private owner. But I haven't made a video in a while. I'm trying to like kind of back off from focusing too much on these cowards. But I think that's the plane there that I'm speaking of. My camera's hella jacked up. But yeah, that's the plane right there. So it's gonna fly directly overhead. As you guys can see, my car, well, you can't see, but my car is literally parked on this road. You can't even see my hand, but it's literally flying like pretty much directly overhead. And whenever these planes pass directly overhead, is I put my hand over the back of my head so they can't collect information. But I mean, they're gonna pass when you're asleep, so it doesn't matter. But I try to just shield myself as best as I can. would see that it's flying right over me, right? Just like I said. And just like I said, it doesn't matter where I park. These cowards come. But I'll show you guys right now where I'm parked. And I found a little like road that doesn't have really any towers nearby. I mean, and it's only a matter of time before they come and pollute this area. Oh man, it's getting cold out here. But yeah, this is my car right here. I'm parked. I can't really see too much for some reason. It's my car. That's where I'm parked. The moon. And then there's just like one house right here, like a random house. So, so yeah, I'm gonna get in my car because it's kind of chilly. Oh man, it's cold. Whew. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. So this truck, this truck that's parked alongside the freeway, I'm gonna show you guys. So it's probably parked like, let's see. I would think it's parked like somewhere along right here off the freeway. And what this truck has done, and usually everywhere that I go, I was parked here. Let's see. I was parked at Griffith Park. All right, so this is let's see, where's Griffith Park? Griffith Park. Is right here. All right, so this is Griffith Park. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. And I'm just gonna show you guys like how I, you know what I mean, how I kind of operate. So I like to be around green, like, you know, or away from electricity. They'll focus energy on you and any electricity pole that's around you, especially if it has even more modifications to it. It's gonna even be more, you know, be able to focus more different energies on you. So let's say I just parked right here. All right, they'll park their truck or whatever, you know, whether it'll be right here or along the freeway, they'll park it. And it's so loud that I can hear it coming from there. And that's what they're trying to do here where I'm parked at. They're trying to park this truck. It's either a work truck or it's a like a construction type of truck, you know, like the yellow ones or you know, whatever. Probably a Scorpion or just something that'll generate like a really loud motor sound. And what that does is, like I said, they capture with the sound and then, you know, be able to condition you, because when you get away, see, the thing they don't want you doing is healing. So the more that you get away, the more that you figure out how this works, the better advantage you have of like getting away from this system. Like, and if you shield, it's even better. So like, I mean, I think that's why these cowards are doing this, you know what I mean? So you know, I'm parked now, you know, in a like a low key spot, and they're bringing the truck. So I just want you guys to know that they really this system is delicate. It's if you're not being conditioned properly, the gang stalking won't work. You know, then they'll choose other means of trying to torture you. If you properly shield your head, they'll focus on different parts of your body, because that's how these cowards are. I've witnessed it and experienced it myself. If I shield my brain properly, they'll target, you know, my stomach, they'll target my heart, they'll target just different body parts. And these cowards, they don't know how to take, you know, no for an answer. They don't understand that we are, you know, fighting back. They don't want us to fight back. They just want us to get tortured and not complain about it. the grid that they're building, I'm starting to see a lot of and this woman is just, she's talking about how she
The
was
doctor explained to
implanted,
me that
and you know, that's on, I think, Catherine Horton's channel. But let's see. All right, so I'm gonna download this one. And I'm just gonna screenshot it. But what these fools are doing is they're, you know, they're freaking doing all kinds of stuff. These fuses, they never needed those before. If you think about it, you know, places, you know, the electricity has been able to sustain itself over time. And the only reason that they're putting these fuses and these other types of weapons is because it's able to focus different energies at people. So it's not, you know, you see these wires right here, how they have them placed like that. Okay, so if these wires are placed like that, what ends up happening is they'll emit like an energy to frequency, to throw frequencies like that, like a pulse. All right, so the pulse energy, and it launches it far. That's why they connect them like that. It's not to like save energy or, you know, make energy more effective. Like, we've been able to sustain ourselves with the energy and the way that it is. All right, so these are just, they're building more, pretty much a kill grid. All right, it's a kill grid, it's a control grid, it's multiple things in one. And just like this one, these here, these can help focus millimeter waves, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I know for a fact that there's ones that look similar to these, that they help focus energy. And what they've been doing is they'll put these metal things on top of them to help like focus and direct it. And they're putting these on so many streets and around so many cities because they're being conditioned to target you as well. Like, whatever they're doing to us, they're programming them to be linked to us. So it's like, it's, you know, whatever they're hitting us with, they'll prep all these gang stalkers the next day to be able to, you know, to pick you up and to pretty much control them and make them do, you know, their bidding, and, you know, patrol around and pick up other TIs and stuff like that. So this is how I believe the system works. They're adding all kinds of different components to, you know, to these electrical towers. And yeah, so I just want you guys to know that, so that you guys are aware of how this stuff works. Let me see if I can still see if that truck is in the distance. He actually took off. That's funny. Huh. He's not there anymore. There's a helicopter patrolling. The cowards, you know, they just watch as we get tortured because, you know, they're cowards. What do you expect? Also, I'm getting a light from the top of that house right there. I don't know what that is, but it's changing. All I know is this is a pretty large grid of control, and it's hard to escape it. You know, it's really hard. I'm thinking of relocating to somewhere that has like you know, like inside here, you know, inside this grass area. Like if I could, they honestly, they've closed off a lot of this stuff because of supposed fires. So they don't, like, for some reason, it's weird how it played out, but for some reason they don't want me going into this forest. I feel like they just, you know, they planned it, and they pretended like there's some fire supposedly, or had somebody light it for them so that they can close it off. Because I mean, if I can just get in here, you know, it's just, you're surrounded by nature. I mean, it's not that you're not going to get hit, it's just going to be less, and it's going to be more healing for the body. So I'm going to pretty much move to somewhere that has, like, I can relocate and sleep in my car anywhere in these hills. You just got to make sure you have a reliable car, because if you get stuck in there, you're fucked. And you got to make sure you're careful when you're driving around, that you don't, you know, fall off any ditches or anything. But if you can find like a setup like that, where you can, you know, you can pull into one of these mountain ranges and just chill in there, and then come out and do whatever you got to do to, you know, to get food. But I mean, I would rather want to be on a farm or something like that. Like, I don't know. I mean, away from the city, that's all I know. I'm already tired of the city life. I'm over it. You know what I mean? I just need simple folk that, you know, are just trying to make, you know, a better life for themselves. Because being in this Egypt, you know, just retitle that Egypt. Being here, you know, we need to be freed from this slavery. And all these people are, you know, they're happy about, you know, being a slave in this system. And I'm good. I'm good on that. You know, I'm never going to be a slave. I'm never going to follow orders. I'm always going to try to help others, you know, and I'm always going to speak the truth. So I don't care what their agenda is. I don't care what they're doing. I'm just going to keep on exposing it. I'm going to keep on fighting till I can't fight anymore, you know? So anybody else that is listening to this and, you know, feel the same way, I suggest you start saving up some money, and we can try to work on something together. I know that a friend of mine is telling me that he knows a guy that he just lives off the grid, and he goes into the woods, he builds his own shelter, you know what I mean? And I mean, you see all this green here. I mean, you can be in any of this, all this right here, you know, all that green, all these forests, you know, national forests, and just say fuck them, because they're trying to make all these regulations and all this shit to, like, try to not let us like live without owning the land. You know, it's like, oh, it's theirs. You can't, you know, you can't just go set up shop and think that you could just survive. They don't want people doing that. They want everybody in the cities controlled and, you know what I mean, manipulated and whatnot. And yeah, I'm not playing that game. You know, once I find out I can have a place that I can feel like is a home, I don't care if I'm still getting targeted there, as long as I'm waking up to like green pastures and, you know, home cooked meals that are not tampered with, and I can have a peace of mind and walk around and not have to worry about these piece of shit gang stalkers. Like, that's like heaven on earth to me, you know? It's simple. The simple things is like hard to find in these times. And who knows, you know, if we're gonna see it or not, but I'm gonna fight for it. That's all I know. And hopefully I can find some like-minded people along the way. If not, I mean, either way, I'm gonna get it done by myself. If not, with other people, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get it done either way. But yeah, I mean, this truck moved, you know. I'll probably get it back later on, but I'm gonna keep on recording. I'm gonna keep on informing you guys. Oh yeah, check out this dude's channel. I know he was asking for help. I think just like more of an audience, because they're trying to set him up. I don't know if it was that video. Now I gotta see if it gotta backtrack. Right here, Cliff. This dude Cliff. He wants, you know, he put out his information out there so, like, you know, people could hit him up, but you know, they're trying to get this brother caught up, and they're trying to take us out one by one. You know, we got to be accountable for each other. That's why, like, I speak up on this. I try to stay in touch with as many TIs as I can to try to, like, you know, just be accountable for each other. If we get locked up or something happens to us, who's going to know? You know what I mean? They're going to try to sweep it under the rug and try to pretend like, you know, it was a just cause that we, you know, our demise, you know, took place. And it's like nobody's going to care because, you know, we can't trust family. We can't trust friends. You got to know people you can trust. You got to know, like, there's very, very, very few people you can trust, but there are out there. And I'm freaking one of them. And I'm trying to, like, help people, but it's hard, you know. It's like, because I don't run into too many people I can trust, even the people that I try to help. So, you know, through time, you can see people's colors. You can tell what kind of characters they are, what they're about. And, you know, I'm like just constantly putting out information, constantly exposing this program. So, like, you know, a house cannot stand on its own if it's, you know what I mean? If it's against itself, it's going to fall. So, you know what I mean? Like, somebody's not going to be preaching about exposing this program and, like, doing the most to expose it if they're for it. You know, it just doesn't make sense if they're not going to be putting out crucial information, stuff that helps, you know, and trying to uplift you. Like, it's not, you know, whoever is doing that, they're just like, they're scandalous for even trying to, because, you know, eventually you're going to get found out. And, like, that's like the worst thing that you could do is try to, like, pretend like you're trying to help people and shit. So I'll never be about that. I could never do that to my fellow, you know, brethren and sisters, you know, of Christ. I ain't gonna be, you know, portraying to be something that I'm not. So anyways, yeah, like, just check out this dude's channel. He's not the only one. There's hundreds of us out there, you know, and very few of us, but there are hundreds of us out there. I don't think there's thousands of us. I think there's, you know, people that are willingly participating in this. There's a lot of them out there. They're still getting tortured and stuff like that, but I wouldn't call them TIs. I would call them willing participants, you know, or forced participants. But actually people that are going against the grain and like still fighting against these people, still saying no, still not participating, those are very few people that are not participating in this crap. And I'm just those are the people I'm trying to reach out to. So look, check out this dude, throw him a comment, try to support him, try to get him. What he needs to do is he needs to post more information about these people that are showing up at his house, put it on camera, file a complaint, do whatever you have to that these people are harassing you, because I'm gonna drop his channel in the description, because I just don't like these government agencies or any of these perps or whatever trying to take advantage of people that are just trying to, get by and trying to live their lives to the best of their ability. And they're, by, even though they're still getting tortured and stuff like that, we're out here and our backs are against the wall. You know what I mean? We're at our wits end. Some of us are already like really like pushing us to snap. We're on edge, and by the grace of God, we're staying like, we're keeping it together. And, it's, we never know when, that day's going to come, or we're just going to go off on one of these pieces of crap. So, they're constantly testing us, constantly pushing us. And we never want to resort to violence, but these people, they need to be in jail. They need to be prosecuted. These people need to be, judged for what they're doing to us, and, God is our judge, but, that's going to take time. We want justice now, and we're not going to keep putting up with this shit. If we come together, we can come up with a better plan, watch each other's backs. However, I'm talking to multiple TIs. I'm talking to at least more than a dozen TIs, and it keeps on growing because I'm persistent, and I'm keep on trying to reach out to people and like being like a big brother, you know what I mean, to anybody that, is trying to do some positive stuff. But they need to be on the same level. I can't carry nobody. I can't, you know what I mean? Like, I can't babysit anybody. You gotta already be fed, you gotta already be, have that fire, that zeal. That's something that's just built over time. I try to, by these videos, I try to help people out, but I can't carry anybody. I could try to help them the best as I can, but like I said, you gotta trust in God, trust in the Most High, and everything should pan out, So, yeah, I'm just gonna be here. I'm, freaking try to get some sleep, try to get some peace, peace of mind from the system. Like people try to say not to let it run your life. You can still have a job and you get targeted. You can still pretend like you have a life and still be getting targeted, but it's not a life that you want to live. You know what I mean? Like, I've worked, I've had jobs, I've been through it, and I'm still getting targeted, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna put up with it anymore. I'm gonna do things my way or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna find a way to get to live this peaceful lifestyle as I can without having to be getting tortured on a daily basis, or try to find ways around it, whether through shielding, through prayer, through fellowship or whatever. However, I gotta get through it, to build a a foundation to be able to sustain this crap. That's what I'm gonna do. So, and that's what I've been doing. So, like, never give up, obviously, because these people are they're just slaves. They're puppets, and they're not even trying to like make this, turn this into something good. They don't want anything to do with it. So, they've given up. Just because they've given up and they've given in doesn't mean that you have to, be a part of that system. So, I'm just here to speak, words of positivity, of, of an empowerment, and just, just know that you're way more stronger than they portray you to be. You're much more, so just search for that inner strength. Find ways to cope with this, whatever it is, through music, meditation, but watch out what kind of meditation that you're doing. I only meditate on things of the spirit, and things of that are have to do with that. um and exercise, if that helps, I think that would help. And if you need to exercise, get out there and exercise. Just keep your mind busy with whatever. Try not to be inside all day. You got to go get some fresh air. Try to be positive. Try to like find somewhere where you can feel like you're doing something. Don't let yourself get stuck in the system, because they're trying to hinder us. They're trying not to let us be used, for the kingdom. So find your way, find your way in Christ, and just stay positive.